Hi guys, Ronnie here again. So today I'm going to be sharing with you something that's very personal to myself. So a little bit about myself growing up and basically how I dealt with my speech impediment. Right, so a lot of time why I started this YouTube channel is because I wanted to inspire more people out there who have confidence issues or who may have birth defects or something they are uncomfortable with, right? So be able to communicate well and do well in sales. So I'm very privileged to be in this position to be able to share my story with you guys. So this episode is really about how I grew up and I struggled with confidence issues and how I get to where I am today. Alright, so stay tuned to find out more. Let's go. I was actually born with this birth defect, we call cleft palate, right? So when I was born, I actually have a hole between my nose and my mouth. So if you do have Google, go and look it up. So ultimately, they actually repair the palate in my mouth. So when I was growing up, right, I really started to look different. But I never really formed that identity until very much in the later years of my life. Before 12 years old, like in primary school, I had a pretty good childhood. I mean, my friends were very, very nice to me. So I still remember when teacher actually asked, okay, who wants to read out in front of the class? Although if you're somebody that has a speech impediment, you wouldn't want to go out there and do like public speaking or read in front of the class, right? But I clearly remember I always volunteer to read in front of the class. Even then, I remember that my friends never made fun of me or my speech impediment or anything like that. So I generally had a very, very happy childhood growing up. I think the confidence issues really started to set in when I left primary school and when I started heading in my teenage years, and that is when I started to look different. So I realized that I'm also sound different. So I think a lot of times when you're growing up, people are asking you why do you look like that, why do you talk like that. Through my growing up years, I feel that a lot of me was asking myself like, why am I different in that way, or why am I born different, right? So in order to deal with that trauma, right, because I grew up a lot with my friends, so I tried to really fit in with my group of friends, right? So I tried to be cool, I tried to always be the joker in class and always wanted to tell people that look, although I look different, I speak different, I am still cool. So a lot of times when I was growing up, even till my later teenage years, I feel there is a need to overcompensate to be who I am. Never really wanted to do the things I want to do, but rather go along with something that I feel is more comfortable or which I find society or my circle of friends think is acceptable to do, right? Throughout my secondary school days from 13, I went through numerous surgeries and correct my facial structure, increase my mobility of my mouth so I can articulate better. So these surgeries, even then, I clearly remember that I didn't want to tell anybody about it, that I have to go through surgeries, because by letting people know, right, means I'm letting people know that I'm different, correct? So that is something that I always struggle and or rather have an insecurity with, right? So but deep down inside of me, I realized that I always have the ability to rapport with people very well, to be able to associate and talk and relate to the person very well. From a very young age, right, I really somehow knew that I'm a person that thrives with other people. I'm a very extroverted person and I like to be around a company of other people, correct? So fast forward to like my teenage years, I've never really talked about my insecurity with my how I look or how I speak until at a very later part of life, which is now. So that's why you can see the YouTube channel here today, right? Yeah, so that is something that I always kept to myself and never really wanted to share with anybody. Because if I share with somebody, it means I acknowledge that I am actually not good enough or I'm different. So I never wanted to acknowledge the fact that I was different from other people. So but even before I actually go into corporate full-time, right, I actually took up various part-time jobs in Polytechnic. And I remember one incident that actually hit me very, very hard and gave me a super big dent in my confidence. So I was working for a F&B establishment, right? So I remember the client told me that, okay, he wanted to give a bit of feedback. That maybe the food was not good or something like they were not pleased with the customer service, right? So I went to tell the manager in charge then that the customer wanted to give a bit of feedback, right? Because I have a difficulty enunciating like the word feedback, people thought I wouldn't have Big Mac. The manager then keep telling me that, hey look, there is no Big Mac here because obviously Big Mac is what we get from McDonald's, right? Yeah, so then it was a very hilarious situation. So I keep wanted high feedback, but they come out here as Big Mac, right? So all my colleagues knew about it. Then it became very frustrated for me because I just wanted to communicate like the customer's displeasure or whatever feedback he want to give to the manager then. So after that, it became a very big thing, even with my friends, because at that point of time I was working with friends. So it affected my confidence a lot. At that point of time, right, okay, I always wanted to do like sales, right, doing something that is people-oriented, that kind of job. I always wanted to go that way, but at the back of my head, I'm thinking that if I cannot even communicate properly, right, how am I able to thrive in that kind of situation in doing sales? That was something that I felt if I were able to go and tell my younger self, I would say like, learn to accept who you are, right? So of course, at a lot of time, that trauma was already in me, that being not good enough was already felt very, very deep within me already. And I went to corporate full time. I actually remember taking up a job I absolutely hated. It was a financial accounting job, right? In one of the big companies in Singapore. And I remember that back then when I got a job, I think my parents or my mom were very happy for me now, because being able to get a job like that in a big company is okay, right? So I've never really wanted to work in corporate basically, and I already knew from the get-go that I won't like it. But of course, being subconsciously believing that I'm not able to do well in sales because of my speech impediment, or I'm not being able to do well because I'm born with this birth defect, actually severely hindered my confidence to be able to do something that is sales related. Although deep down I know that I wanted to do that. So I actually worked in corporate for I would say close to 4 years, and that was the 4 miserable years of my life, right? In terms of my 4 years of my corporate job, I absolutely hated almost every one of them. In fact, I hated one so much, right? I was there for about less than 3 months. Okay, the job was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a marketing job. And I was actually asked to leave like within 3 months. I was absolutely like devastated, because at that point of time, have you imagined growing up as a teenager or having confidence issues and going to the corporate world to find that, wow, you cannot survive there. And that is what everybody's the society way of thinking, like, okay, how much money you earn is based on how successful you are, right? So being able to stuck in a corporate rat race and being told that you are not good enough, right? That's something that was absolutely devastating for me as well. Where I really started to find my footing is when I somehow joined the insurance industry or the self-employed industry. So that's why I feel that making this YouTube channel is very important for me as well, because I want to let you know that the self-employed industry don't discriminate. You work based on your commissions. Commissions are a very large part of how you get paid. So you go out there, no matter if let's say you look different, you are built different, you are slightly shorter, or you don't even have a hand or leg whatsoever, right? So you are rewarded based on the amount that you sell or people you are able to help, right? So they don't discriminate. Unlike in the workplace, there's a lot of variations, like a lot of factors in play, like maybe your boss or the company. So there's a lot of it is not about how hard you work, but rather you have to manage a lot of different things. That's why when I first really found my footing, when I first came into insurance, I felt that, wow, okay, I really started to see like my first sort of goal. So when I got my MDRT, I was very, very proud of myself. So I really started to find that, okay, how I look and how I speak has no effect whatsoever on how much success I can find or how much money I can earn when I joined the self-employed industry, right? So again, I'm a very big advocate of finding your own footing out there in doing self-employed or starting your own business. If you're somebody that really wants to fulfill your potential, you really have to start somewhere which the world will reward you for, right? So somewhere that, you know, there's no security of a basic allowance or basic pay. So you really find that you will push yourself to extreme levels of discomfort, like how I am right now doing a YouTube channel for you guys. Yeah, so at the end of the day, just want to share with you guys, this is a main reason why I do my YouTube channel, really inspire you guys more. So if you're somebody that is growing up with confidence issues, or you feel that you are not good enough in certain areas of life, so firstly, what you have to do is that instead of just barreling through your insecurity, firstly acknowledge first that, okay, you are feeling a certain way because you are insecure about something. And really acknowledge that instead of just, overcompensating and trying to be cool. What I had urged you out there really to find your passion and find something you actually believe in and work towards your strength, right? So at the end of the day, don't be result oriented. At least, even if you're right now on YouTube channel, there's nobody watching, right? It's perfectly fine for me as well. So that's something that I've always been passionate and wanted to do to inspire more people out there. Right, so this video is really to share with you how I was growing up and how it led me to become the person I am today. Really to give you more words of advice. So if this is something that you can relate, I feel very happy for you. At least I'm able to make an impact on somebody else's life. But if not, it's okay as well, right? So at the end of the day, whether you go to corporate, you join insurance, real estate or whatsoever, really put your heart into it, into serving your clients. And that will not go wrong and you will already be successful already. Okay, so just this is a little story about my life and how I actually started in the self-employed industry. So why I actually left insurance and joined real estate has to be a story for another day. Alright, so before I end this video, I just want to share a very simple quote which I always believe in terms of work, right? So it's not some very inspirational quote that you see in the movies, like they're all hyped up, but rather this is something that I always live by for as long as I can remember, okay? And this quote reads maximum engagement, minimum attachment, right? So whatever you do in terms of your work, your family, your friends, do something with your heart, with your utmost sincerity, and make sure you do it well, right? So, but you have minimum attachment to whatever that comes after that, right? So maximum engagement in the process and minimum attachment to the results and whatever come after, right? So what you can control, you control. Whatever that you cannot, you just leave it to fate, or if you don't believe in then in your religion or whatever God, right? Yeah, so at the end of the day, this is something that I always live by in my career. And from the day that I actually started to work in the self-employed industry, I always believe in maximum engagement, minimum attachment, right? So I hope you carry this with you. Alright, so if you do like this video, do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. So if you have any questions a bit about my past or if you have any confidence issue that you feel that you want to share with me, feel free to DM me on my Instagram as well. Alright, so if not, I'll see you in the next video. If you have anything content you want to see in the next video, feel free to DM me as well. Alright, if not, I'll see you guys very soon. Take care, bye bye.